Really wish I knew about that sooner. Thank God for that red triangle in the map. That tree was kind of caught on me. Love the counter kill system. This is kind of getting ridiculous. This is kind of getting ridiculous. No, he's the last guy! Ah! That hurts. That really hurts. That was the last guy. You freaking asshole. I should have quick fired my shots. That sucks. That was the last guy too. Okay, let's try and do this better. Give me a freaking... Die! My freaking God, man. That was ridiculous. I was never there. I'm innocent. Innocent. Can tell if I could tell you what I would tell you what a reference I was from, but I don't know. A lot of my references are unknown to me. I feel like it may be Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy though. That's a good cartoon. Watched that a lot as a kid. Okay. Love the executions in this game. And I love these double executions. They are so cool. I was just waiting patiently for one of them to attack. Connor is so brutal. I love it. He's, I honestly consider him to be one of the most deadliest assassins in the series. It's just how ruthless he is. Another double. $7,500. Wow. I love these so much. They're so good. And here's another one. They are so good. I love it so much. The double assassination, the double execution. I buy British soldiers. I killed about half your people in that fort, so don't worry about it. It's not about dozen for chests we can do here. Let's actually go back and fast travel back to this. That's the thing. Go fast travel back. Oh, there's also this we need to do. Let's actually go and do that, actually. The assassination missions are actually fairly... really shouldn't take me that long to do. And I don't believe they are timed either. At least I could be wrong. I don't want to practice it. There's one there, one here, there. Just go ahead and head here first. They are not timed. Great. I don't think you have to worry about them killing their target or something. They're just simply find and kill. In my opinion, like, these assassination contracts are much easier than the past game. In some cases. These assassination contracts are reintroduced again before. They are kind of more similar. Assassin's Creed 2 Brotherhood assassination contracts. I would say Revelations, but Revelations really didn't have any assassination contracts. An assassination mission turns out Brotherhood thing, but they're more like actual missions contracts, I guess. One. Next up, let us go ahead and do this guy. I'm just gonna run it. Okay, let us see. Okay, this is really a big town. I mean, I honestly think that Paris from Unity is quite possibly like much bigger. So, really isn't that bad. I want to say that Paris is one of the biggest cities in Assassin's Creed, but I'm honestly not too stating that as a fact. Because it wouldn't surprise me there are some towns that are actually big Paris and I suppose maybe the map of Rome that's maybe bigger. But I honestly don't know. I feel like Rome could be bigger, but I don't know. The only other thing that I would think bigger than Paris, I don't know. I was trying to think about it. I honestly don't know. Next up. Rock salt and cough syrup. None of the things I need for the delivery. Okay. This guy is just about dead. Templar down. Okay, next up we going here. There's one more there. Honestly, these are a hell of a lot easier than other games. Honestly, I honestly kind of prefer these because I always kind of get stressed out when I'm doing assassination contracts, like say Assassin's Creed 2. Like whenever I tried 100% Assassin's Creed 2, there's always a moment of me procrastinating to play it because of the fact that I do not like assassination contracts in Assassin's Creed 2 because of how stressful it is. Although I do like the final assassination mission, which they kind of brought back in Assassin's Creed Rogue, where the final assassination contract in 2 was a essentially a trap where you are led to assassinate a target that ends up being a decoy. You have to just fight off waves of enemies. That was really cool. That's always what I looked forward to whenever I did the assassination contracts. But when like they did something similar in the assassination interception Rogue, which I always kind of liked and always appreciated. But when it comes down to, I'm trying to think. When it comes down to these missions, I honestly kind of prefer it to just run to a location and kill a guy rather than having to worry about prerequisites. Really? What did I do? I am just running. Dicks. The peaceful zone. I wasn't even in a restricted area. That was random. Yeah, this one I'm actually gonna fast travel. Okay, last guy. Hope I don't get wanted for some random reason.
How's your neighbor
Okay. I'm looking at the time. About 5 minutes left. I may be able to wrap up the the almanacs, but I'm not entirely sure. Thousand. Okay, now let's go ahead and head to the store, and we will buy the almanac map. Try and get the rest of the almanacs, and by the end of the next by the end of the next by the next stream, we will hopefully exploring the frontier. If there isn't a collectible thing that I may be forgetting in Boston. Okay, let's see what we got.
Mein Herr would like.
This is all maps, feathers and frontier. Almanac page there. Pegleg trinket there. Almanac page there. Let's see what we can do for the amount of time. In fact, you know what? Let's actually complete this. Let's actually complete boxing this. I may need to reload this. Yeah, let's go ahead and reload this. God dang it. Got it. Okay, let's go to this pegleg trinket. I can actually run it, actually. Because it's kind of in an area where I got attacked, just going in fast travel, just so I don't have to deal with that nonsense. Oh, Poor Richard's almanac. Oh, that's interesting. Fun fact, in one of my classes, my English classes at my university, we are, one of my classes is called a survey of early American literature. And in that class, the next thing that we're going to be reading or covering is, I believe we're going to be reading the extracts of Poor Richard's Almanac from Benjamin Franklin. Just going to be going over his autobiography as well, which is kind of interesting. Unfortunately, we are not going to be covering the thing I was kind of most interested in, which is his Silence Do Good letters. But I do know quite a bit about it, so it's not really any loss for me. But kind of interesting. I never really noticed that we were actually collecting pages from Poor Richard's Almanac. The almanacs are actually important in part of early American literature because just kind of, I don't know, they were, how am I going to describe this? Almanacs were like the earliest forms of I don't know, at one point they were very common in history, and it was at a point where bookmaking was somewhat expensive to do. So people like Davy Crockett's or almanacs of the frontier, like a series of short fables that were really popular in the 1800s. His stories were actually in almanac form and were incredibly popular at the time. So it's just kind of like a similar thing with Benjamin Franklin. Not gonna get this. I lost it. Okay, stop doing that. I don't care. So stupid. Got it. That should be all the almanacs, right? all the chests that we can get at this point. I think we actually grabbed all the almanac. Let's actually check it this way. Let's go into DNA tracker. May have all the almanacs. I'm gonna put this. I'm just gonna say that I just done for. The Boston Underground is done. Alright, so I'm gonna say that we are done with Boston for now. In the next stream, we will be moving on to the frontier and clearing that place out. If you are remotely interested in what you see today, all the games I cover on my channel will be for 100% completion. I will be streaming. Oh god, my back. I will be streaming Assassin's Creed 3 once again next Sunday, 1 p.m. to 3 Pacific Standard Time. I will be streaming Skyrim for 100% completion on Fridays, 1 p.m. to 3 Pacific Standard Time. And I'll be streaming Outriders for 1% completion on Saturdays, 1 p.m. to 3 Pacific Standard Time. There's one game that's currently on hiatus, and that's Borderlands 3. Once I find someone willing to help me out with the things that I'm struggling with, and that I will be hosting what I refer to as an emergency live stream. I'll be temporarily replacing the game that has the most amount of work to do on my channel, which is currently Skyrim. I'll be streaming Borderlands 3 until I actually complete what I want to complete, which as of right now is a last takedown I've yet to do, and the arms race. Sadly, my club that I am in does not want to help me, and I have no friends that are willing to help me because they say, oh, it's so easy, quit being bad, blah blah blah. But once I find someone willing to help me, then I will be streaming that game once again, and I'll be completing it. That's gonna do it for today.